Let me thank you all for coming out on this beautiful windy day. The winds of change are indeed moving across the country, and they are today here. My name's Tom Price. I chair the Policy Committee for the House Republican Conference, and I'm so pleased to be joined by my colleagues here today to talk about a remarkably important issue. 2 years ago, thousands of people came to Washington, D.C. to petition their government. And in spite of their opposition, the legislative and executive branches forced on this great nation a law unlike any adopted before. Under the guise of health care, a law that expands the scope and the reach of our federal government in unprecedented ways, forcing the will of an ever-expansive and oppressive central government on the governed. This was done in a manner that many believe violated the principle of the consent of the governed. Today, the process of checks and balances proceeds as the case is being heard in the Supreme Court directly behind us. I want to commend the 26 states and the NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Businesses, who brought this case to defend the fundamental principles of limited government and individual freedom. As a physician, I believe that the law to be unconstitutional, but also violative of every single principle in healthcare that we hold dear, whether it's accessibility or affordability or quality or responsiveness and innovation of the system or choices that the American people desire in healthcare. Now, regardless of the court's decision, major positive patient-centered reforms are needed, and they're possible, and it's exactly what the American people demand. I'm so pleased to be joined by my colleagues today who understand their duties not just to their constituents, but to the Constitution. We will not rest until this law is removed from the books and those positive, patient-centered reforms are put in place.